This is my final statistics project. My question was, do you wear braces or any other orthodontic equipment? I chose this question because I just recently got my braces off, and I've always been curious about the percentage of the population who wears braces. The data was the percent of people who wear braces or any other orthodontic equipment. The alpha was 0.05 because it is standard. I basically wrote down my question on a clipboard and handed it out to people at my college campus, work, church, and to some family and friends. The population is all people. The sample is the 50 randomly selected people that I surveyed. And to avoid bias, I asked people at different genders, races, ages, and ethnicities, all at different locations and different times. Here I have a chart of that data of the people who said yes and no. Here's a pie chart of that data. Here's an explanation of the graph, which showed that 31 out of 50 people said no, and 19 out of 50 people said yes, they do wear braces. My HO was the proportion of people who wear braces or any other orthodontic equipment is 33%. My HA is the proportion of people who wear braces or any other orthodontic equipment is greater than 33%. Here I have my citation. For my conditions, I said that the data was collected randomly. For condition number 2, I said that all people is greater than 500. And for condition number 3, I said that n times p and n times 1 minus p were both greater than 10, which proved that all of my conditions were met. For my calculations, I found that p was 0.33, p hat was 19 over 50, which was 0.38, n, which was my sample size, was 50. For my SE, I took the square root of p times 1 minus p all over n, which gave me 0.067. For Z, I took p hat minus p all over SE, which gave me 0.75. And I also got a p-value of 0.23. Here is the verification of those calculations in the calculator. Here I labeled my test statistic and my p-value again. My test statistic was 0.75 and my p-value was 0.23. I included a graph which told me that my p-value was 0.23 and that it is not less than the alpha, which is 0.05, which got me to the conclusion that I do not reject HO. Here's my conclusion that I do not reject HO and that there is not statistically significant evidence to reject HO. Here for number 7, I took P plus or minus Z star times SE, and here's the verifications for those calculations, which told me that I am 95% confident that the proportion of people who wear braces or any other orthodontic equipment is between 25 and 51%. Here is a paragraph reflection on what I learned. I learned many different things. It was fun to do the project, especially because when I asked the people, I couldn't really tell if they were wearing braces or any other orthodontic equipment. So it was a great learning experience and I learned a lot.